This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening. With the South Today, I'm Craig Story. Dunedin has survived Cyclone Cook so far with no reports of flooding and no evacuations. The Dunedin Emergency Operations Centre, in operation since yesterday, has been stood down as of this afternoon. Roselle Labone caught up with the Dunedin City Council to find out how effective preparations were for the weather event.
Dunedin City Council Civil Defence Controllers spent the night in Dunedin's Emergency Operations Centre. Dunedin Mayor Dave Cull was there in the bunker lending a hand.
There was a time when we thought that tonight and tomorrow morning were going to be even worse than what we've had before.
But in the end, Cyclone Cook did not deliver weather as bad as was expected.
They were prepared to do a lot more than they eventually needed to do. For instance, we didn't need to evacuate anybody. But the emergency services have performed really well because it's about capacity and about being ready.
And Civil Defence Controller Sandy Graham says she is happy with how the council planned for the event.
We responded early to all the information that we had, and with some really good comms and some really good liaison between our contractors, staff and the community. I think our preparation was great. It was really good that it hasn't had to be tested too much.
Thankfully, there was no major flooding, no evacuations, and the Met Service has now lifted the heavy rain warning for Dunedin, North Otago and Clutha. Graham says preparations for the bad weather did not involve much added expense.
We were able to utilise resources that we already had and just redeploy them in preparation for the event, and given that they weren't needed, we've been able to recycle them back to their original purposes.
Everything has a cost, and there'll be a continued cost because there will be a clean-up tomorrow. But I think that it'll be fair to say that we've worked out that the cost of preparation is considerably lower than the cost of not preparing and then something happening.
Ravensdown, for example, gave us a huge number of sandbags. The St Kilda Lifesaving Club did an awesome job, both door knocking and helping with the sandbagging, and then a big shout out to the students in Opaho who also helped fill the sandbags. It was awesome.
For those worried about the weather disrupting Easter plans, Met Service meteorologist Brian Mercer says fine spells and showers are forecast across eastern Otago on Saturday with a clear afternoon Sunday. Roselle Labone, The South Today.
And following on for the weather news, stay tuned for our weather later on. Aurora Energy is advising Dunedin residents the company's planned power cuts will not happen today. In a statement, the company says the planned upgrades to power poles will not go ahead due to the weather as it compromises worker safety. The planned power outages will be rescheduled for a later date, and affected customers will be notified in advance of when the rescheduled power outages will occur. Aurora is reminding the public to keep safe around power lines in stormy conditions, including keeping clear of fallen poles and lines. The company says people should report downed power lines or trees in power lines by calling Delta on 0800 433 582. Again, 0800 433 582. Plans for a major upgrade of the Cromwell Memorial Hall got a boost today, with the Central Lakes Trust offering a grant of up to $1.4 million. The future of the hall overlooking Lake Dunstan has been under discussion for several years. The Cromwell Community Board has approved a $5.4 million upgrade. The grant has been provided by the Central Lakes Trust with no strings attached over the design of the upgrade. However, it is dependent on the rest of the funding being found. And a Grey Valley resident died in an accident at a remote site near the west coast settlement of Harihari yesterday afternoon. Police today named the victim as apprentice builder 18-year-old Rory Hayward. Hayward was one of 4 workers for a building firm on the site yesterday to repile a residence. However, police this morning were unable to clarify if the building had collapsed. 2 cars were significantly damaged after they collided on the Cardrona Valley Road yesterday afternoon, causing a significant petrol spill. Senior Constable Mike Thomas of Wanaka Police says a large volume of fuel and oil spilled across the road after the fuel tank on one vehicle split. Fire Brigade officers washed fuel from Cardrona Valley Road yesterday following a collision at the turn-off to the Cardrona distillery. Senior Constable Thomas says the male occupant of one car and the male and female occupants of the other were uninjured. He is urging people to drive to the conditions. If they change, reduce your speed. Still to come on the South today, Emergency Management Southland have updated its website as part of its emergency response preparations, and disappointing results urge economic diversification in Southland.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
They say the grass is always greener, but not if you have Ready Lawn. Call Ready Lawn today and make them green with envy.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like
the zoo. Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer-looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Arrow International knows what the essential ingredient is for accomplishing great projects, working with great people. 30 years on and 3,000 projects later, with 10 offices and 400 staff nationwide, a company who values partnerships with their clients and carries a strong reputation for passion, integrity and the love of a challenge, excelling in the construction industry and helping to create, with our partners, more iconic New Zealand buildings.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf for them.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Thank you for staying with the South today. Emergency Management Southland has revamped its website, allowing the public to access up-to-the-minute information on civil defence and emergency situations in the region. How apt. The situation map shows live information uploaded by emergency management staff, such as cordons, evacuation zones, road closures or civil defence centres, with key information or actions that the public are advised that they should take in order to keep themselves safe.
This website is very modern, and some of the other areas are going in this direction. But it is, it's a very modern website, and some of the technology that we're using is it's very cutting edge. So it's a leap forward.
He says the site's two-way capabilities can be used by the community as a way to volunteer in emergency situations. Geraldine High School pupils are delivering sweet treats around the township this Easter to the delight of recipients. The high school's annual Easter Basket project has returned. It involves the delivery of Easter eggs to nominated elderly residents, and Coordinator Project has enjoyed her involvement in this year's Easter Basket project.
They're always really happy when we deliver them, and they love seeing us, and they all are really appreciative of the effort that we have put into it.
Money for the project was raised at a Mufti Day fundraiser at the school. Good on you. Around 250 baskets have been made up, featuring the chocolate treats and other essential items for the break. Despite rising dairy payouts, the Southland economy is struggling to grow at the same rate as other regions around the country. Regional GDP figures from Statistics New Zealand show that Southland's average growth rate at 2% from 2015 to 2016. As Ruby Spink has in her report, Southland groups believe it is a sign that Southland needs to diversify its economy.
Agriculture is one of Southland's biggest industries, but with a few years of low dairy payout, the region's GDP is feeling the impact. Statistics released by Statistics New Zealand show between 2014 and 2015, Southland's GDP from agriculture dropped by 46%, from around $1.4 billion to around $700 million. Federated Farmers Southland Provincial President Alan Beard says farmers are well aware of the state of their industry.
What farmers have felt, that their industry has reversed in fortunes. In 2013-2014, the dairy season was going really well, high payouts, China wanted milk, and we were receiving really good receipts. China got it wrong, they overbought, and then they pulled out of the market, and the market collapsed.
The statistics show region's GDP has grown on average by 2% between 2015 and 2016. The top three regions are Bay of Plenty with 8%, Auckland with 6%, and Otago with 5%. The three worst performers are Taranaki with a decrease of 9%, West Coast with a decrease of 3%, and Southland with a decrease of 1%. Part of the Southland Regional Development Strategy's mission is to diversify the region's economy. SWORD's chair Tom Campbell says at the moment the region's economy is like a three-legged stool.
One leg of that stool is aluminium, a second leg is dairy, and a third leg is everything else. And the problem is that dairy and aluminium are commodities and the price goes up and down. And the problem is that when the price is down, particularly both of them are down at the same time, then it has a big impact on Southland's economy, as it has the last couple of years. So SWORD's work has been very much about what I call building a fourth leg to the stool. Stools are a bit unstable. You put a fourth leg on them, they become a chair, and it's a lot more stable.
He says the fourth leg could be any of the industries SWORD's is supporting, including aquaculture, international education or tourism. He also says people will be more willing to move to Southland if it has a stable economy. I'm Ruby Spink for The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, the wonderful Riverton Arts Centre briefly reopens for a one-month exhibition, and the Easter weekend Otago Daily Times, and of course, look, it's all we talk about, it's the weather for the Easter break.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikorai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books. With the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street. Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now. They will love you forever.
We're at 25 Moreau Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know New Zealanders have the highest incidence rate of melanoma in the world?
If you've ever been on a sunbed or been badly sunburnt, what are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Welcome back to the South Today. The Riverton Arts Centre is briefly reopening for a one-month exhibition. The centre is undergoing a management restructure during the off-season, and volunteers say there are exciting plans in the pipeline.
Local artworks are being displayed in Southland. The Riverton Arts Centre is hosting the Preston Russell Law Art Awards, and Interim Arts Centre Administrator Lisa Grace says there's a wide range of pieces on display.
We've had a brilliant response, an amazing array of talents from sculpture, pen and ink, watercolours, acrylic.
The $2,000 Supreme Award went to James Yao for his pen impressionist piece depicting the beehive in Parliament in Wellington. The exhibition is open for 1 month, briefly bringing the centre back from its winter hiatus. Lisa Grace says the centre is going through a revamp.
There's quite a few ideas that we've got. We've just, as I say, got to get the people together to brainstorm the ideas and then implement them and get the right people with the right skills to implement the ideas.
She says Venture Southland's looking at case studies of other community centres to bring back ideas for a think tank on how to improve the Riverton Arts Centre. And the public will likely see the results in September this year. I'm Ruby Spink for the South Today.
And it is a terrific exhibition space. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. The arrival of the cyclone, well, some call the worst in a generation, turned out to be a bit of a fizzer. However, Cyclone Cook is still heading south. More on that soon. Plans for a major upgrade of the Cromwell Memorial Hall received a boost with the Central Lakes Trust offering a grant of up to $1.4 million, and 2 cars were significantly damaged after they collided on the Cardrona Valley Road yesterday afternoon, causing a significant petrol spill. And here it is, time for the Easter weekend weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Collagen Plus.
Starting with today's southern view, that looks very much like a Japanese maple in Dunedin. Correct me if I'm wrong at another time. That is the Queenstown Remarkables, draped in cloud, so photographic. And this is the North Road in Invercargill. Delightful piece of tarmac. Looking at the situation now, complex and troubling weather systems will make this Easter one to record. Heavy weather will cover all of the south as low pressure systems and the remnants of tropical cyclone Cook combined tonight. A weaker system is expected to be the outcome with variable moderate strength winds, and Sunday sees better weather stabilising. To the southern outlook, Balclutha light easterlies, a few showers and 15, and that's pretty much the boilerplate for the Catlins, Gore and Lumsden as well. Overcast, light easterlies and a few showers. Fortunately, this storm has not brought heavy wind. To the central outlook, Alexandra variable winds, showers clearing in 16, similar for Queenstown, Taonau and also in Wanaka. To Oamaru, northerlies later, rain easing in 17, quite muggy for you, 19 in Omarama and becoming fine. And at Timaru, northerlies later, rain clearing in 19, and Twizel, moderate northerlies later, again rain will clear for you late in the day, 19. Get some DVDs in and some board games. And in for Dunedin tonight, cloudy, damp and overcast, fresh northerlies in 9. Friday, Easter Friday, Good Friday, similar conditions again, but rain probably will ease, only to pester us again by the afternoon, returning with rain and cooler nor'westers. 9 and 15 are your numbers. Saturday, variable winds, but rain soon turns to showers. 9 and 16. Sunday promises sunny periods, but cooler conditions for your Easter break. And in Invercargill tonight, showers clearing, 8. And for Good Friday, cloudy, showers developing with moderate nor'easters, and 8 and 17 for you. Saturday and Sunday will be more of the same if it wasn't for those pesky, cooler southwesterlies on Sunday, 8 and 16 for your Saturday. Well, that is the South today. There is no bulletin tomorrow. Be good to each other. Do not feed chocolate to dogs. Take care on the roads. Thank you and good evening.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.